I've realized over the last few years that I think that category, the AmLaw 200, is increasingly meaningless as a conceptual category. It leads us into the mistake of thinking that all these firms are the same, and they are not remotely the same. This is our annual report card, and whether you love it or hate it, without question, everybody pays attention to it. It has become the de facto scorecard for the industry. Now, whether it's a guilty pleasure or something that people actually try to game, around the edges, is an open question. When it reaches the mind share, if you will, in our industry that the Fortune 500 has in the general economy, it has to invite scrutiny that I think it can't actually stand up to. Malcolm Gladwell wrote a fabulous article in the New Yorker called "The Order of Things," which eviscerated the U.S. News methodology. The really subtle, important point he was making is if you have a list that is heterogeneous, all kinds of different cars, all kinds of different colleges, all kinds of different law firms, and also comprehensive, car drivers trying to tell you what the best cars in the world are. U.S. News is trying to tell you it's Princeton or Harvard is the best college. The AmLaw 100 is, telling you who the most profitable firms are. When a list is both heterogeneous and comprehensive, it embeds value judgments, which are usually unspoken, which, had you chosen differently, would result in a totally different best of list. Look at firms within any given decile. You could almost throw darts at it. And those 10 firms are, I guarantee you, going to look remarkably different. And yet they're all within the same 10% range in the AmLaw 100. That really is all you need to know, that the firms are so terribly different in business models, geographic footprint, clientele, practice areas, etc., and yet they're all in this narrow band. The publication of the AmLaw numbers data every year gives us all kinds of ways to slice and dice, all kinds of windows, if you will, into this industry. It's up to us to decide how we're going to use that data. My real point is it's intellectually lazy, mistaken, and to some extent cowardly to take the list at face value and say, my job is done.